Hey, how's it going, guys? Kai here, and I'm drinking hot chocolate. Why the hell am I drinking hot chocolate in May? Well, where I live, it's been raining almost non-stop for the past 2 to 3 days, and if that wasn't bad enough, it actually snowed last night. Yeah, thanks Colorado. Second week of May, and we have 3 to 4 inches of snow on the ground. So yeah, it's been chilly, it's been gloomy, and hot cocoa just sounded really good. But you guys don't care about that stuff, right? That's not why you're here. You're here because we are back, and we are playing Valkyrie Profile 2, Silmeria. So, picking up where we left off last time, we have a decision to make. We can either investigate the rumor of monsters over here at the Turgan Mine, or we can advance with the story and look for the Dragon Orb over here at the Audoula Temple on the lake. And I think most people who play this game do the side quest at the mine first, because the reward you get is actually really nice. But you know what we're going to do instead? We're going to mix things up a little bit here and diversify this LP. So we're going to do the Water Temple first. Besides, there's a really good reason why I prefer doing the Water Temple before the Turgan Mine. Hopefully, this Water Temple isn't nearly as bad as the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time! Actually, no, that one wasn't so bad either. It wasn't so much that the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time was difficult as it was frustrating. And that's how this place is too. It's not very challenging per se, but there are a few aspects that are a little annoying.
We have no choice. Like
the battlefield layouts. Yeah, kinda like the dungeon of Japan Castle, we don't have a lot of room to move around and dodge attacks, which is a little troublesome because the enemies here can not only freeze you, but they can also inflict paralysis. Speaking of enemies, we got 2 new ones here, Skullfish. Just like their cousins on the Kythena Plains, you can break their tails to prevent them from moving or attacking. Please don't paralyze me. Thank you. And we have another new enemy over here, the Lizard Man.
You will die! You ain't gonna be standing when I'm through with you.
Oh, he's not gonna be standing. Damn it, I didn't get the item I wanted. But we did get a Viking sword, awesome, and alligator skin. Those enemies are really good for getting money if you need some extra auth. Come here, farm them. Hey, a lot of good skills for Alicia. I don't think I ever went over training, did I? No, I think I just equipped it and that was it. It's not very good. Oops, wrong menu. Basically all it does is it lowers all of your stats in battle by 20%, and in exchange you earn 50% more experience, which is really good if you're trying to get some extra levels or you want to do some level grinding. But in my opinion, in this game, skills are much more important than the levels. And you don't really have to do any grinding whatsoever during the main part of the game. That skill could be useful though if you have no skills to learn and you just want to get a couple extra levels before a boss, then yeah, by all means, you know, do some training. Literally. Alright, now that Alicia's done with those abilities, I want to get her back on a red healing rune and a red earth rune so she can finish learning regenerate health. Not that it's very good, but I have OCD. And I want to give her a red lightning rune so she can learn spirit control. Let's see, she's done with that, so we're going to give her more attack power. Yep, that looks good. Alright, moving on.
Stick to the battle plan.
Alright, good, the same enemies. As I was saying, these 2 enemies, well, they're the only 2 enemies in this dungeon that I really care to win items from. And the Skullfish drop a blue accessory that has a training rune, and if we don't get it from them, I'm not worried about it, because there's another enemy in this dungeon that drops the exact same item, and even if we don't get that, there's even another blue resistance rune. Did I say training a second ago? I meant to say resistance. You get the blue resistance rune here. So we're going to get one without fail. I'm not going to go out of my way to get one of those to drop. What I do want to get, for sure, and if I have to do some farming, then I will, is an item from these guys. And you get it by breaking their little fanny packs they have around their waist. Is he going to turn around? Okay, we'll do it this way.
Like blazing light shatter strength forged hard in hellfire.
Damn. The item you get is an empty
I want
box.
neither to harm nor
Why do I want an empty box? Well, it's better than a dick in a box. And it actually increases your attack power and critical hit rate if you're silenced. So I like to get one of those and give it to a heavy warrior because they don't have any spells anyways.
Come and get it.
Ah, we have another new enemy there, the Deep One. It Came from the Deep, starring Eric Bates. Wow, no one's gonna get that reference. If you do, bonus points. Ooh, I wonder, can we do a double dash right through there? Yes, we can. Nice.
You will die!
Like blazing light shatter strength forged hard in hellfire.
So one trick you can do with the battlefield here is if you're on the upper levels, you can just jump down to the lower levels and take a shortcut to the leader. Oh, another new enemy, the Strobila, but we'll go over him later. I want to get over to this guy first. Nothing too special about the deep ones. You gotta watch out for their Frigid Damsel attack, because that can freeze your party members. And if you attack them from the front, you can earn an item called Sabertooth, which is useful for some crafting later, but I'm not too concerned about it. I do like the Venetian-style architecture in the background there.
Stick to the battle plan.
Alright, we have 2 Strobilas this time. These enemies are a little weird. They don't have any threatening attacks you have to watch out for, but they do have a lot of body parts that is, well, really good for breakup. Or your break mode. You can just alternate characters and almost break a body part every time. And get a lot of your characters ready to activate break mode for future battles. Alright, we can show this off here. Earlier, Mithra gained a level and he learned Glacial Blizzard, our first menu spell. Its Ice Elemental has a huge attack radius, and it can freeze your enemies. Not that it does very good damage here, but you get the idea. Speaking of elemental attacks though, you want to use lightning and fire attacks here. It's one reason why I brought Mithra along. Also because I want to get him a few levels, because at level 12 he'll learn Might Reinforce, which is very good. But if you want to bring Lazar, he would be useful here as well with Firestorm. That's why I gave Thunder Arrow back to Rufus, in addition to all of that. No, we're not going to Soul Crush this guy. The thing about using Soul Crushes in normal battles that I don't like is that Soul Crushes don't target specific body parts, so you can never get item drops from enemies by using Soul Crushes. But if you don't care about that, or if you just want to kill enemies very quickly, then yeah, use a Soul Crush. Usually I reserve them for enemies that just have a lot of HP though. Or enemies that are just bastards. Anyways, here we have a spring, so let's go ahead and withdraw the Sword Blessing for more attack power. Oh, I never went over my setup, did I? Basically, if you've been taking my advice up to this point, all of the monsters here are going to be very easy for you, because they're all susceptible to Descaling Might. And even though you can't use instant breaking, the extra damage is very nice. They're just going to fall over in front of you. So I have that equipped on everyone except Mithra because, well, he doesn't have it yet. And other good skills to use are Fist of Iron, or Breakup, or you can just Whiff, thanks Mithra. So that's the way to go here.
Let's do it!
Yeah, look at that, 400 damage. Hey, we got the empty box, nice. Nice, a Car's Knot. Those are going to be very good in the next dungeon if you want to use a Light Warrior. So if you didn't get the one earlier, or if you accidentally sold it, then you want to make sure you get one from those guys. And you just break their weapons for that, very easy. Well, alright, all we need now is the blue resistance rune. Can learn some pretty good skills with that. Some other skills that aren't so good, but they're there all the same. Alright, we have 2 more new enemies to go over, and these are not them, unfortunately. Let's see, the leader is straight ahead, so...
Shatter straight forward, hard in hellfire.
Damn, I'm getting very unlucky with that. Usually it's a very common drop. But like I said, we're going to have multiple opportunities to get that rune here, so it's not a huge deal.
You will die! Think you can dodge this?
Oh yeah, speaking of soul crushes, guys, if there's any characters that I'm not using that you would like to see their soul crush, let me know. I don't mind switching them in real quick and showing that off to you guys. Although I am planning at the end of this LP to make a bonus episode where I showcase all of the soul crushes. So if you just want to wait for that, you can. But if you want to see them now, we can do that too. I don't mind making that accommodation. Alright, so now that we have both of those enemies dead, we're going to be using them to solve a little photon puzzle here. This one, not so bad. Another photon puzzle here. Well, it made me rage in the past quite a few times, and you guys are going to hate me when we get to it because I'm going to make it look so easy. Alright, so there's a platform way up there, and it's pretty easy to figure out what we got to do here. Just going to build a little ladder. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. Now that he's high enough. There we go. Get an ice-proof talisman. That'll be useful for the boss. Possibly. Uh-oh. Yeah, no arrow to the knee today. Game. And we get a strength bow. Not that it's useful, but it's there all the same. And here we get a dwarf tincture. Alright. By the way, that path to the off to the right of that room we were just in, we'll loop around to the rest of the dungeon, so we'll come back to it later, don't worry about it. But first, let's examine the upper floors of this dungeon. This water temple has 2 areas. We have an upper floor and a lower floor. Ooh, Chasm Wrath. Lowers your defense and magic defense by 50%. It's a little risky for us to carry it, but once we put it on a dais, it'll be very useful. Of course, you could always just not get hit. That works too. Like Mr. Miyagi says, the best defense is no be there, right? Come on, show off the new enemy. Damn it. Oh wow, the leader's right there. How convenient.
Take this.
And that's why I don't mind showing off the random battles, because they only take 10 seconds.
Our will cannot be broken so easily.
Hey, level up for Arngrim. Nice. And no, don't feel bad about using Descaling Might. Use it here. See those 2 waterfalls in the background? Well, remember those for later, viewers.
I am no fighter, but I will do my best.
Yeah, let's go straight up the middle this time. Oh, that damage is just too good. And we have a Lizard Lord. Okay, this is a new enemy. You can also meet up with them back at the Turgan Mines if you went there before coming here. And these guys are a little different from their cousins because they have the ability to heal themselves for 1500 HP when they get weak. So you want to inflict frailty if you can, or make sure you kill them. you break their weapons, you get a piercing imprint, which is a lot easier to farm here than it is back at the Ancient Forest from the Goatmen. And you're going to want to get 3 of those for later for crafting. Much, much later. I already took care of that off screen, but just remember that you can get them here or at the Ancient Forest. And you can use whichever method you prefer. Oh yeah, Rufus learned some skills. Well, we don't have the blue resistance rune, so we'll just leave well enough alone for right now. And we'll just boost his... Oh, it doesn't matter because you can't use instant breaking with descaling might. Yeah, he's fine. Whatever. Got another ledge up there with some more items. Oops. Get under the ledge. And here we get 10,000 off. Alright. And here we get a Thunder Gem. I'll be coming back to this room in just a minute, guys. Don't worry. There's one more item we can get over there. But we're already going on 16 minutes. By the way, path to the right just loops around, so don't worry about that. What, Lenneth? What? I'm recording. Come here, honey.
You know, you're pretty tough for your size.
I have a mission to do.
What mission is that? Would you mind telling me more about it?
I have to find the Dragon Orb before the gods do, and bring it back to my country. That's it, basically.
Well, that sounds like treasure hunting to me.
We're trying to avoid war with the gods!
Noble reasons to seek a noble prize. You're far above grave robbers like us.
I don't believe that you are thieves at all. You are our allies, and therefore allies of Japan.
It may be a lie, but it's still nice to hear.
Just say thank you.
Mercenaries are in it only for the money. Compliments can't buy anything.
Well, Alicia's the Princess of Japan. Prove yourself, and they might hire you for a decent wage someday.
No kidding?
You don't look surprised.
I'm not. She has a certain air about her. I could almost tell she was royalty.
It's a nice little scene there. Get some character development going through our characters. Alright, so we have a block puzzle here, and remember those waterfalls? Well, this is where they come into play. You can push this block either way, and if you block off the water from this upper level, it will allow you to navigate the lower levels much easier. Because now the water will, well, it won't be on the lower levels, and you'll actually be able to navigate them. Because normally when you're in the water, you move a lot slower, and you don't jump nearly as high, so you won't be able to make it very far. I like how the game throws an environmental puzzle at us, just to mix things up a little bit there. Alright, so now, there's one more thing I want to do before we call it quits. Well, 2 things actually. I want to do this puzzle here. Now notice, there's a platform way off to the right there, and we only have 1 flying enemy. How do we get over there? Well, I'm going to show you guys, and this puzzle tripped me up the first time I played this game, and I wanted to rage so hard. But once I learned a neat little trick to it, it's actually very easy. You know what? I might kill that guy just so he's not trying to move around or anything. Yeah, let's do that.
I am no fighter, but I will do my best.
I'm not done yet.
What? How did that hit me? Man, that is some bullshit right there. Alright. Break off your little angler tentacle there. And we got the tough fin, alright. That is the blue resistance rune that I talked about. Or one of them, I should say.
Lightning bolt! Die! Take this! Die!
Nope. Okay. You can also get a blue resistance rune from breaking their legs. I think it's the dragon gallstones or gallbladder, or one of those two. Man, 500 damage. That is crazy. Man, what's he doing way over here? Ah, that's what he was doing. Okay, sneaky. But it won't save you.
Maybe they're sorry, but I don't care.
Another level up for Mithra. Nice. One more. Can we get it before the boss? Let's find out. Okay, so this puzzle, like I said, is very, very difficult. But there's a very easy way to solve it. All you have to do is bounce your photon off of the treasure box. Yeah, it's a little sneaky. Okay, so we want to be about that height. Why did I turn around like that? Okay. That should work. Now, the second part of this trick, ooh, well, you have to actually nail it first of all. And that's gonna suck. Wow, I look like a total fool because now that enemy is, well, you get the idea. So I'm just gonna try this again real quick. The other part of the trick is that after you bounce it off the treasure box, you have to time your jump so that when you're on your way to the ledge, you switch places with the enemy, allowing you to double jump on top of it as a platform. And it's actually easier than I just made it look, even though that contradicts what I just told you guys a second ago. Yeah, it needs to be a little higher. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Damn it, I did it again. You know what? I'll just meet you on that plane. Alright guys, made it over here, and again, you just want to time your jump with your photon reflect so that the enemy gets frozen about halfway towards the platform, then you air jump, land on them, then you can jump up here and grab this treasure box. Make sure you jump, otherwise that ba-bomb will hit you and you'll fall down and you'll have to do it again. But for all that trouble, we get the evil eyebrow ring, perfect for a young daughter rebelling against her dad. Let's check that out. It's an interesting item. It gives you 50 more accuracy, and it allows you to counterattack whenever you dodge. However, you don't dodge very often, so I don't think it's worth it. Anyways, over here we have another Sorcerer relic, and there's only one Einherjar in here, so you always get the same character. We get Khanon. It's quite the intro. Unfortunately, it's not Khanon from Wild Arms 2. Oh no, that would be nice. She was so awesome. Okay, so taking a quick look at him, I want to... Aww. Sometimes he... Oh, that's the wrong character. I was going to say, what? Yeah, he comes with the Mystic Cult Staff. It doesn't allow you to use a Soul Crush, but it is a lot better than anything that my mages have. So we're going to give that to Mithra. And if you want to use him, he actually has some pretty good spells. Khanon, that is. He has Firestorm, Sap Power, Guard Reinforce, Earthgrave, but nothing that I want to use right now. And his innate skill is Solitary Struggle, increases all of your stats when your other party members are dead. So that's really good if you just want to run around and solo stuff. Anyways, this door takes us back to the upper level, which is where we were earlier. And before we end this video, I want to do one more thing. And the quickest way to get there is to jump down to this area and then go up these stairs. Nothing to the right again. Oh shit. There we go. Notice how now there's only one waterfall? Yeah, nice touch, game. Nice touch. Here we get an elixir. Awesome. If I didn't say so earlier, those are the remedies of the game. Those will cure you of most status ailments. Now this one is another tricky. It takes a very precise photon shot. That was not it. Okay, we'll try over here. There we go. Over here we get a charge break. Those restore AP, but at the cost of your HP. I'm not a fan of those. Over here we got a hidden chest. Watch out for the ice, or confusion, I should say. To get the anointed cloak, very good because now your archers have a red body rune. Speaking of archers, it's very hard to see here, but you can sneak up behind this mini-boss and examine this relic to get a new Einherjar. And I'm going to go save my game before this one because this relic contains my personal favorite archer in the whole game. And honestly, it's one of the best archers, like, period. So I'm going to go save my game, like I said. And the bottom room here on the map, right down from the spring room that we got those 2 items earlier. If you go to the right, you can access a save point now that you push the block to the left to block the water. So I'm going to go down there, save my game, come all the way back up here now that I showed you how to get up here, and then we will see who this character is next time. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to do it now. So I'll be right back, guys. Hey, yes, first try. Queen Phyress. Remember her from that story in Japan? Yeah, she was a former queen, and she is the sister of Celeste. I'll come out, but I better look young. Oh, I love you, Phyress. Why is she my favorite archer? Well, she has some of the best archer attacks. She's cute. And she comes with Psycho-sama, one of the best skills in the entire game. It combines your attack power and your magic power together to calculate damage. It is ridiculously powerful, and it's cheap. It only costs 3 capacity points. And we'll learn about why she's so good in battle next time. But we're going to call it quits here, guys, because we are getting very close to 30 minutes. So I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good day. And when we come back next time, I'm just going to meet you back at the room with the spring, and we'll continue making our way through the Audoula Temple on the lake. Also, stick around if you would like to learn about the background story of Phyress.